Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the chapter chemical bonding. In this session we are going to discuss about one of the types of chemical bonding, that's called covalent bonding. Okay, let us see about covalent bond formation in this session. G.N. Lewis proposed that atoms of some elements could achieve an octet in their valence shells without a transfer of electrons between them. Yes, in the earlier sessions we have seen how chemical bonds are formed between the atoms by transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom, that we call as electrovalent bond or ionic bond, isn't it? We have studied that one atom loses one or more electrons and forms positive ions, which we call as cations, and some other atoms they gain one or more electrons and forms negative ions, which are called anions. Between these oppositely charged ions, certain electrostatic force of attraction occurs, which we call as ionic bond formation. Apart from this, some other atoms they form covalent bonds and they attain octet configuration without transferring electrons also. That is, they can attain octet configuration in their valence shells by sharing the electrons with one or more other atoms. So instead of transferring electrons, atoms they also attain octet configuration by sharing of valence electrons with other atoms. That kind of chemical bonding is called covalent bond. The electrons shared between two atoms belong to both the atoms. Means in the ionic bond formation, what is happening? One atom loses one electron and other atom will take that electron completely. Transfer of electrons happened there. But in case of covalent bond formation, both the atoms contribute electrons and those electrons will be shared by both the atoms. Now these shared electrons between two atoms belong to both the atoms, and the sharing of electrons between them leads to the formation of a chemical bond, which we call as covalent bonding. For example, take two fluorine atoms which form a stable molecule. F2 molecule we call that. Each fluorine atom contributes one electron for bonding, and the electron pair that is formed in this way is naturally mutually shared by both the fluorine atoms. So what is happening in the fluorine molecule formation? Each fluorine atom contributes one electron for sharing, because we know the atomic number of fluorine is 9, and if you observe its configuration, it is 2, 7. Means in the valence shell each fluorine atom is having 7 valence electrons. Now how many electrons are needed by fluorine atom to attain octet configuration? One more electron is needed. But here both are fluorine atoms, both are ready to take the electrons, but no one is ready to lose the electrons, isn't it? Then in that case, when both the fluorine atoms approach each other, each fluorine atom contributes one electron, and thus they become a pair of electrons. Now this pair of electrons are shared by both the fluorine atoms, and thus a chemical bond is formed between these two fluorine atoms, which we call as a covalent bond. By this, both the fluorine atoms they attain octet configuration. Now this pair of electrons are belonging to both the fluorine atoms, not for one, because they are mutually shared by both the fluorine atoms, and hence these pair of electrons shared here will come under for both the atoms, will be belonging to both the atoms. Hence both the fluorine atoms attaining octet configuration in their valence shells. Thus the bond formed is called here covalent bond. So this is happening here. Each fluorine has one electron in its valence shell. Both are approaching each other. Now this pair of electrons are shared with both the atoms. Hence both of fluorine atoms attaining octet configuration. Okay. The dots around the fluorine atom we have shown here to represent the valence electrons. The dots around the fluorine atoms shows the valence electrons of each fluorine atom respectively. As we have shown there, around each fluorine atom symbol, 7 dots we have represented. There each dot representing valence electron of fluorine. Okay. The chemical bond formed between two atoms by mutual sharing of a pair of electrons, pair of valence electrons, so that both of them can attain octet or duplet in their valence shell is called a covalent bond. So this is definition for covalent bond. Actually, the chemical bond formed between two atoms by the mutual sharing of an electron pair from their valence shells, so that both the atoms they attain either octet configuration or duplet configuration is called a covalent bond. Okay, octet configuration means after the sharing of this pair of electrons, that atom will attain 8 electrons in its valence shell, that we call as octet configuration. If it is the element with only one shell, that will attain duplet configuration, just like hydrogen. Hydrogen has only one electron. By sharing of one more electron, it attains the duplet configuration of helium. Okay. So by that, by the sharing of these electron pairs between the atoms, there occurs attraction or a bond which we call as covalent bond. So here the prefix co is used to indicate when things are equal or joined. For example, we say often coexist, cooperate, etc. Isn't it? Here each atom contributes one electron from the valence shell for bonding. So both of them contributing equally electrons. That's why the name covalent is given for this kind of bonding. So what's happening in this kind of bonding? Valence electrons are equally contributed and those pairs of electrons are equally shared between the two atoms in the bond formation. That is why the bond formed so is called as covalent bond. So by sharing of electron pairs equally between the atoms, this bond is formed, which we are calling as covalent bond. Okay, now let us see some examples for these covalent molecules or the molecules which are having this covalent bonding. Let us see first oxygen molecule. We know the atomic number of oxygen is 8. So the electronic configuration of oxygen is written as 2,6. Now if you observe the configuration, how many electrons are there in the valence shell of oxygen? There are only 6 electrons. Is it a stable element? No. To become stable, how many electrons should be there in the oxygen valence shell? There should be 8 electrons, but oxygen has only 6 electrons. So oxygen atom has 6 electrons in its valence shell. It requires 2 more electrons to get octet in its valence shell. Isn't it? Therefore, oxygen atoms come close each other and each oxygen atom contributes 2 electrons for bonding. So when 2 oxygen atoms approach each other, each oxygen atom contributes 2 electrons for sharing. Thus, there exist 2 covalent bonds between 2 oxygen atoms in oxygen molecule, as there are 2 pairs of electrons shared between the 2 oxygen atoms. See here, when 2 oxygen atoms approach each other, each oxygen atom contributes 2 electrons for bonding, for sharing. Now, these total 4 electrons. These 4 electrons we call generally as 2 pairs of electrons. So these 2 pairs of electrons are equally shared between 2 oxygen atoms now. By that 2 covalent bonds are formed between 2 oxygen atoms. We call these 2 covalent bonds together, which are formed between 2 atoms, as a double bond. So by sharing of 2 pairs of electrons here between 2 oxygen atoms, each oxygen atom is attaining nearest noble gas configuration, or it is attaining octet valence electronic configuration. See, these pairs of electrons are belonging to both the oxygen atoms now. This oxygen atom is getting 8 electrons. This oxygen is also getting octet configuration in its valence shell, isn't it? In that way, a double bond is formed between two oxygen atoms in oxygen molecule. We can say that a double bond is formed between two oxygen atoms in O2 molecule. Once observe the following given here. Both the oxygen atoms have octet in the valence shell, isn't it? So when these two atoms approach each other, each oxygen atom contributing 2 electrons, hence they are becoming 4 electrons between them, which we call as 2 pairs of electrons. Now these 2 pairs of electrons are shared by both the atoms, hence 2 covalent bonds formed, which we call together as a double bond. So oxygen molecule is said to be having a double bond which is formed by mutual sharing of 2 pairs of electrons, in which each oxygen atom contributing 2 electrons. Okay, see here it is attaining octet. At the same time, this oxygen is also attaining octet configuration. Right? This is about oxygen molecule formation by the double bond between two oxygen atoms. Now let us see one more example. Another molecule, nitrogen. In nitrogen molecule, 2 nitrogen atoms are there. We know the atomic number of nitrogen is 7 and its configuration, electronic configuration of nitrogen will be 2, 5. Means how many valence electrons are there? There are 5 valence electrons. Is this nitrogen is also a stable element? No. As it has only 5 electrons, nitrogen is also not a stable element. As it has 5 electrons, it requires 3 more electrons for getting octet configuration in its valence shell, isn't it? As it has configuration 2, 5, to have octet in the valence shell, it requires 3 more electrons. In this way, when 2 nitrogen atoms approach each other, each atom contributes 3 electrons for bonding. Okay? There are now 6 electrons shared between 2 nitrogen atoms in the form of 3 pairs of electrons. So each nitrogen atom contributing 3 electrons. So when 2 nitrogen atoms approach each other, that total number of electrons contributed becomes now 6 electrons, which we call as 3 pairs of electrons. Therefore, there is a triple bond between 2 nitrogen atoms in nitrogen molecule. See here, initially nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. When 2 nitrogen atoms approach each other, each nitrogen contributing 3 electrons. Totally they are becoming 3 pairs of electrons. Now these 3 pairs of electrons are shared between 2 nitrogen atoms mutually. By that, 2 nitrogen atoms are having 3 covalent bonds between them. So these 3 covalent bonds together called as a triple bond. Thus we can say a nitrogen molecule has a triple bond between 2 nitrogen atoms, which is formed by sharing of 3 pairs of electrons or 6 electrons. Out of 6, each nitrogen atom contributed 3 electrons. Okay, in that way a triple bond is formed in nitrogen molecule. Observe this figure once again about the molecule for nitrogen. So in this way a triple bond is formed between 2 nitrogen atoms. So this total 6 electrons are belonging to now both the nitrogen atoms, and hence both the nitrogen atoms attaining octet configuration. Right? That's about nitrogen molecule. Now let us see one more molecule, that is methane molecule. Chemically it is a CH4 molecule. So this is a major component in the compressed natural gas. We have heard the short form of this compressed natural gas, CNG. Have you heard this? In that CNG, compressed natural gas, generally used in as a fuel for automobiles nowadays. That CNG is mainly consists of this methane. Now let us see the molecular formation of methane. In the formation of methane molecule, CH4, that is CH4 molecule, carbon contributes 6 electrons, because we know the atomic number of carbon is 6, and if you see configuration 2, 4, there are 4 valence electrons for carbon. To become stable, it needs 4 more electrons. Okay, that is why it shares 4 electrons from its valence shell for bonding, and 4 hydrogen atoms contribute 1 electron each. We know each hydrogen atom has 1 electron in its valence shell. Because its atomic number is 1, its configuration will be 1. It has only 1 electron in its valence shell. When this carbon and nitrogen approach each other, each carbon atom contributes 4 electrons for sharing, and each hydrogen atom contributes 1 electron for sharing with the carbon. Thus, in CH4 molecule, there are 4 CH covalent bonds as shown here. See, totally 5 atoms approaching each other. Carbon with 4 valence electrons and each hydrogen with 1 valence electron. Now, they share electrons mutually like this. 1 electron of carbon and 1 electron of hydrogen. They become a pair and they are shared by both carbon and hydrogen, and thus a covalent bond is formed here. In the similar way, 3 covalent bonds are formed with 3 other hydrogens. Totally 4 covalent bonds are formed between carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms. Between any 2 atoms there is a single bond. Okay. In that way CH4 molecule is formed. By this sharing, carbon is attaining octet configuration, because initially it has 4 electrons in its valence shell and it shared 4 more electrons from 4 hydrogen atoms. So it is attaining octet configuration. At the same time, if you observe hydrogen, each hydrogen is attaining duplet configuration. Duplet configuration means having 2 electrons in its valence shell, just like helium. So in that way it is also becoming stable. Carbon getting nearest noble gas neon configuration, hydrogen attaining nearest noble gas helium configuration, that we call duplet configuration. Right? This is a formation of CH4 molecule. All the carbon atoms contributing 1 electron each, and these 4 pairs of electrons are shared, each one with 1 hydrogen atom. Thus, CH4 molecule is formed, which contains 4 covalent bonds. Here we don't call this all together, because in between 2 atoms there is a sharing only 1 pair electron. So 1 covalent bond here, 1 covalent bond here, here 1 more, here 1 more. 4 individual covalent bonds are there. But in the case of nitrogen, what you have seen N2 molecule, 3 covalent bonds are there between the same 2 atoms. Then all the 3 bonds together we consider as a triple bond. But here between any 2 atoms, if you observe, there a sharing of only 1 pair of electrons is occurring. So 1 covalent bond is existing. That is why we say methane molecule has 4 single covalent bonds. Okay. Let us see one more example. Formation of methane molecule. Ammonia we call it. Formation of ammonia molecule, NH3. In this, the central atom is nitrogen. Atomic number of nitrogen we have seen already as 7, and its configuration is 2, 5. Isn't it? So nitrogen needs 3 more electrons for becoming stable, because already it has 5 electrons in its valence shell, and each hydrogen has 1 electron in its valence shell. So each hydrogen needs 1 more electron to become stable with the duplet configuration. Okay, 3. That's why in ammonia molecule there are 3 NH single covalent bonds. Okay, now let us see how it is formed. Nitrogen atom contributes 3 electrons for bonding, and 3 hydrogen atoms at the same time contributes 1 electron each for bonding. See, total how many electrons they becoming? 6 electrons form 3 pairs of electrons, and each pair is shared between nitrogen and one hydrogen atom, as shown here. Let us see that. See, nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. Out of these 5 valence electrons, these 3 single electrons are shared with one each with hydrogen atom. Thus, 3 pairs of electrons they are sharing here. One pair with each hydrogen. Now, by the sharing, nitrogen is getting octet configuration and each hydrogen is getting duplet configuration. In that way, all the atoms they become stable. Now we can say in ammonia molecule there are 3 covalent bonds, one with each hydrogen atom. Okay. In this way the molecule is formed. Okay. Now let us see one more molecule, that is water molecule formation. In water molecule, the central atom is oxygen. We know oxygen atom atomic number is 8 and its configuration is 2,6. Now each oxygen atom is having 6 electrons in its valence shell. So to become stable for oxygen, there are needed 2 more electrons, isn't it? And for hydrogen, if you observe the electron configuration, atomic number is 1 and its configuration is 1. Means each hydrogen has only 1 electron. To become stable, it needs 1 more electron. So in water molecule, there are 2 OH single covalent bonds, because the electron configurations of oxygen is 2,6 and that of hydrogen is 1. From this we can say oxygen atom needs 2 electrons to attain octet in its valence shell. Therefore, it shares 2 electrons with 2 hydrogen atoms to form water molecule. So in this way, each hydrogen contributes 1 electron for sharing and each oxygen atom contributing 2 electrons. Out of these 2, 1 will be shared with each hydrogen atom. Thus, water molecule is formed. So observe once here, by sharing of electrons in this way, oxygen atom is getting octet configuration. Remember, in the covalent bond formation, only sharing is occurring. Now, the shared pair of electrons will be belonging to both the atoms participating in the sharing. So actually in these 2 electrons, one is of hydrogens and other is of oxygens. But after sharing, these 2 electrons belongs to oxygen atom and hydrogen atom both. Now in this way hydrogen atom gets duplet configuration. This also. So all the 3 atoms they are becoming stable and hence they become a molecule because of these 2 covalent bonds. So between each oxygen and hydrogen atom there existing a covalent bond. Now here the total number of covalent bonds that an atom of an element forms is called its covalency. What the term covalence represents? Simply to say the number of electron pairs shared by an element in the molecule formation is called its covalency. If you observe in the water molecule itself, each hydrogen atom sharing a pair of electrons. So the covalency of hydrogen is 1. And if you observe in case of oxygen molecule, oxygen in this molecule, oxygen sharing 2 pairs of electrons, one with this hydrogen and another pair is this with this hydrogen. Total it is sharing 2 pairs of electrons. So the number of electron pairs shared by an atom in the formation of a molecule is called its covalency. So the covalency of oxygen is said to be 2. In the earlier example we have seen in the formation of ammonia molecule NH3, nitrogen shared 3 pairs of electrons, one each with hydrogen atom. So the covalency of nitrogen is 3. In the same way, one more example we have seen methane CH4. There carbon atom shared 4 pairs of electrons. Out of 4, one each with one hydrogen atom. So as it is sharing 4 pairs of electrons, the covalency of carbon is said to be 4. In terms of hydrogen, if you say hydrogen is sharing 1 pair of electrons with the carbon, so covalency of hydrogen is said to be 1. In this way, the number of electron pairs shared by an element in the bond formation is called covalency of that element. In other way, it can be defined as the total number of covalent bonds that an atom of an element forming is called its covalency. Okay, that's about covalent bonding and covalency. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates on recorded videos.